Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer YouTube channel, and in today's episode we have a tale of a change of tactic. I kind of realised that the main reason that my players are constantly tired and I'm having to rotate a lot, which is not great for, the cohesion of the team, it's the Gegen press. Now, whether these players are not suited to playing it, I don't know, but I have changed the tactic. The last episode saw us lose to Manchester United. No disgrace there, but we then had a draw, and I think all this tiredness is all adding up to not great results, not scoring too many goals, conceding at the back late on. All of that's been happening. So decided to change the tactic. So anyway, let's have a quick look at the schedule. Played a few games since you were last with me. Let's just have a quick look at the schedule and the league table. And then we're going to be playing a Champions League game against Aston Villa. So that'll be a very, very tough game. And then we'll have a Bundesliga game as well. Let's get into the schedule. So the first game off camera was the DFB Pokal second round game against RB Leipzig. Potentially a very tough game, this one. Leipzig are a very, very good team. They're constantly now challenging for that second, third spot, even top spot. They're constantly challenging. We did get a nice 1-0 win away there, and Leonardo got the goal for us after 22 minutes, and we managed for once to hold on and not let a late goal in. It hasn't stopped, however, we are still doing that. So the very next game, we're in the Bundesliga and we played Leverkusen, and the usual result again, away from home, and it was a 1-1. We conceded a goal late on and threw 2 points away. And then we played Porto in the Champions League, and nice 2-1 win away from home there. So going quite well in the Champions League at the moment. We'll have a quick look at that in a second, and we have got a Champions League game coming up today. And then we played Dortmund. Again, I kind of feared the worst in this one because Dortmund are a very, very good team, but we played really well in this game. Got a nice 2-0 win. It was at home. Glock and Mudryk. Glock, I've given him a new position in the team because we've had problems. We had problems at central defence. We've had problems on the right wing. So Glock is playing on the right wing at the moment, and he scored. And so both my wingers scored in that game. Nice 2-0 win. A little friendly in there, and then we played RB Leipzig in the league this time, away from home, and back to our old ways again. Consistency at the moment isn't our best friend, and a 2-2, but again, no disgrace. We're still top of the league. Bayern Munich are doing their usual thing, bit of a slow start, but now the afterburners are on, so we do need to be very aware of them. And then, like I say, today we'll be watching the two home games, one in the Champions League against Villa, and then we've got Wolfsberg as well. So this is how the league table is looking. Yes, we are still top, but if you look at the recent form, the last 5 games, we've actually only won 2 out of the 5, drawn 3. But then, having said that, although Bayern Munich are coming up now, quite quickly, they have drawn 1, lost 1 and won 3. So they're still not firing on all cylinders. I mean, to be fair, the team that we've just beaten 2-0, they're in the best form. Borussia Dortmund into third place now with 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 games. So the Champions League, it looks like this. We've played 4 games now. We're halfway through this initial phase, and we're in 11th place with 9 points. So to be fair, it's on goal difference because Capitoline and, actually Newcastle are 1 point ahead, but it's all on goal difference because, we've got 9 points as well. So, if we'd have scored a few more goals, we would have been into the automatic, top 8 positions to go into the knockout rounds. And a quick look there at Aston Villa. They're in 19th place and they have 6 points. So not doing quite as well as us this season. And I don't know, Premier League teams, always a very, very tough game. But we are at home and it would be nice to pick up another 3 points because we do have some tough games in these last 4. I mean, the last 3 games, we have some very tough games in them. Anyway, let's get into this new tactic. So I'll see you in the dugout for the Villa game, and I'll explain everything when we're in the dugout. So as promised, a quick look at the new tactic. So I did realise that the Gegen press was the reason why our players were tired all the time. And although it works really well in game, 3/4 of the way through the game, a lot of your players are really shattered. And I think that's why we were conceding those late goals. And then of course, come the next game, they're still tired. You're having to rotate. Team cohesion goes out of the window. So anyway, I've changed to a custom vertical tiki-taka. And it's less intense. There's still a bit of intensity there, but it's less intense. I'm on an attacking mode, and it does seem to be working at the moment. We still have a little bit of tiredness in the camp, but for instance, Glock has been playing out on the right wing. He's tired coming into this game. Collado is now back from injury. He's come in. Tete is a bit of a disappointment, not playing well on that side at all. I mean, if we have a look here, he's on an average rating of 6.80, and he has played a lot of football. He just doesn't seem to be doing it for us, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But anyway, so we're playing this new attacking style today, a new formation, and the team is going to be Seaman in goal, back four of Agu, Pavlovic, Schurz and Bayer. I've got my two centre-backs back in place now. I've had a lot of problems at centre-back with injuries, so that's not helping either. We've got Esposito playing as a DM today. Pabiga and Koku are my two regular midfield players, although Koku is very tired going into this game. I will have to probably change him at half-time, but he is a very, very good player, so I want him in there. Mudryk and Collado out on the wings, and we've got Leonardo up top. So let's see if we can turn Villa over and get another 3 points and maybe move ourselves up that Champions League table. And in front of a packed house, the game kicks off. So we're 5 minutes into the game, and the momentum has swung a little bit in the first 5 minutes, but we do have the first highlight. Can we make the most of this? No, we can't. Aston Villa have not got a very high press on, so the ball does come straight back at them, and we do need to kind of hit the ground running in this game. We need to find a white shirt, play the ball to feet, and this is exactly what we're doing. Mudryk with the ball forward there, though, it doesn't actually reach Leonardo, but Pabiga has won the ball back, and the possession has switched again. Agu there doing some nice work at the back. Pabiga now in midfield, the ball forward. Mudryk, no. And the possession is changing hands here at a ridiculously fast pace. And Leonardo there with a little chip, doesn't beat the keeper. And unfortunately that highlight comes to an end. Although I don't think you could call that a highlight, because the scruffy possession loss by both teams was pretty abysmal, if I'm honest. So Villa there with the corner, and Dennis Simon there just comes out, collects that ball nicely. 25 minutes in now. Going to give him a quick encouraging shout, just to say, come on lads, you know, we need the 3 points here. We want to do well in the Champions League this season. We're not going to win it, but I'd like to, you know, do well. But we have given the ball away again, and usually when you give the ball away, it usually results in a goal. We do get away with that one. So we need to be turning it on a little bit more. Koku is looking really tired in midfield now. Probably was a bit of a gamble playing him, but get to half-time and we'll change. We'll make a change, and we'll probably bring Rodriguez on in that position. So we're going to go into the dressing room. I am going to say I'm far from pleased. Esposito is demotivated. Fine, that's okay. You can be demotivated as much as you want. So now House can come on as DM, and Koku is actually now playing through an injury, which is not ideal. So Rodriguez can come in there, and let's see if that can make a little bit of a difference. I don't want players on the pitch who are, you know, interfering with my team talks and being negative. That's no good to me at all. So if Esposito wants to have a grumpy on, well, ultimately there's the door. Not standing for any of that nonsense. You know, we need to be winning this game, and 3 points would be absolutely brilliant. But the way the game is going, it looks like we're not going to get that. 64 minutes on the clock. It's a very, very even game at the moment. Our XG is about 0.64, so we're not doing enough in the game. So made another 3 subs. Nets and Fresneda have come on wing backs, and I've pushed them a little bit further forward. They're on attacking mode now. Mudryk is not having the greatest of games, so I've changed him to an inside forward, and they can both, him and Collado can now both push on inside. We've got Gyökeres on for Leonardo, again not having a good game. He's a pressing forward, got great aggression, so maybe Mudryk and Collado can push past him, and Gyökeres is now a pressing forward, so maybe we can make things happen in this now. And let's confirm the changes, get back into the game. I'm going to give him a shout of demand more. Can we actually get this goal? I think 1 goal would settle this now. Fresneda there, absolutely shocking. Just gives the ball away on that side. Fresneda is a wonder kid, but I've been very, very unimpressed with him. Yes, yes, yes! Mudryk, absolutely brilliant. Just changed his positioning slightly. He's now coming inside. He did exactly that. And a lovely goal there. So Mudryk there, let's just watch this. Yeah, cutting inside there. He's coming to a little bit of a different position on the pitch. Gets the ball in the back of the net, and I'm going to drop back now a little bit to positive, just to try and preserve this 1-0. If we can keep that, but then Villa have now got the ball. Villa coming forward. They are going to have to come at us now, which may give us a little bit more space. And that looks like Gyökeres has gone over in the box. It looks like a penalty. If we can get a penalty and score it here, then 2-0 I think will do us, and we'll get through with the 3 points. And the penalty is awarded. Not sure who's on penalty duties. So have a quick look, and it's Collado on penalty duties. He's normally very good left-footed, right down the middle. Keeper goes to his left, and that was a great penalty. I always think penalties hit hard down the middle, and if you get the right height on them, the keeper can't get them with his feet. The keeper's going to dive. So generally, that's a 100% win on a penalty, right down the middle. But we are doing really nicely now. I'm going to drop back to a balanced mentality. We don't need to force this game now. Playing it out from the back. Just nice and careful now. Don't give the ball away at all. Pavlovic now. Ball back to Simon. Simon decides to hoof it. Villa now, obviously they've got a little bit of a press on. Gyökeres, can he chip the keeper here? And he doesn't do. No, that's a shame, that. But he did win us the penalty. But yeah, so Villa now have got a bit more, a higher press on. They're going to want to, and that's poor. That is very poor. 2-1 now. So it's squeaky bum time for the last 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to drop down to cautious now. And Villa now have a corner. Right, I'm going to give them, they're actually, look, let's give them a bit of praise. See if that livens them up a little bit. But we do have a very nervous 5-10 minutes. But Paviga has done really well, won that ball there for us. And now we've got possession back. Can we do something with it? Ball over the top. No, we can't. But Nets is coming down that side. He was the provider, and we got the third goal. I can't get the words out quick enough. What a great goal that was. And Nets again, the provider for Mudryk, playing in that little pocket there now in that inside forward role, and he's come inside there. He's received that ball, tucks the ball past the goalkeeper. We're 3-1 up now. I thought we were going to collapse there and do what we have been doing an awful lot. But anyway, we do get another highlight. So the game is now teasing us. We're winning 3-1. But we do need to keep it tight. And that's poor from Villa. Nice ball from Mudryk there to Fresneda, who needs to start pulling his socks up, because otherwise he could be out of the door, even though he is a wonder kid. So now House, now to Pavlovic. Paviga, Mudryk. Lovely ball out to Nets. Loads of space on that left-hand side. Into the box. The ball's in the back of the net. Collado with the fourth. And we're now absolutely battering Aston Villa. And I think the fact that they've had to come out. They needed to start pressing higher up the pitch, and we've actually drawn them out there, and they're all over the place in defence here. Collado there, lovely goal, 4-1, points are in the bag, and well, we just need to sit back now and relax, which is very nice, you know, when you can do that in a football game towards the end. We do run out, 4-1 winners. The lads are going to get that's about as comprehensive as it gets. You've blown them away, and what a result that is. And with that result now, we're up to 9th. We've got Milan in front of us, so again, you know, they're all tough teams in the Champions League. We've got 3 more games to play now, and we're situated quite nicely. Although, it has to be said, we'll have a look at that actually. Let's just see who we've still got to play. Let's have a look at the schedule. So if we look down now, we've got the 3 games are Real San Sebastian at home. That should be winnable. We've got then PSG away, and then a home game to round it off against Ajax. So I mean, who knows? We might get in that top 8 and get to the automatic knockout stages. We shall have to see. And that was very, very encouraging. The new tactic there working really well. Mudryk not playing really well at all in the first half as an inverted winger. It's his preferred position, but changed him to an inside forward. He moved inside a little bit, and I brought the striker as a pressing forward. So we had like the inside forwards kind of running past him, and it worked an absolute treat. Nets, brilliant down that left-hand side, provided 2 goals for Mudryk. Lovely stuff. Anyway, we need to now move on to the Bundesliga, and we have, in 3 days' time, we have Wolfsberg, again at home, but we need to keep that momentum going now, because Bayern Munich are coming up now like a runaway train, and I mean, in normal seasons, Bayern Munich now would just put on the afterburners and win the league by 10, 12 points. We need to try and make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but we need to make sure that if Bayern Munich do get ahead of us, it's only by a point or 2. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope this new tactic that keeps that momentum going. We'll see you in the dugout for the next one. Well, welcome to the dugout, and tiredness is still affecting us, unfortunately. I did have some nice green lines appearing, which is always nice to see players playing well with each other and getting used to each other's games, but most of those have disappeared now because I've had to bring Nelson's had to come in on the wing. Mudryk very, very tired. A little bit of an injury there to Koku, so Glock has had to come in. So, but we are going to try. We're trying to start the game in the way that we finished the last game. So I've got Nelson as an inside forward, and both wing backs are on attacking mode. So let's see if it works. So the team is Simon in goal, back 4 of Agu, Friedrich, Schurz and Bayer. Esposito is the DM. We've got Pabiga and Glock as the 2 central midfield players. Nelson and Collado on the wings, with Leonardo up front. And we're underway. So Wolfsberg, another one of those teams who are hovering around the European places, and they will obviously be up for this game today. They need the 3 points as much as we do, because obviously, you know, Europe financially is it's kind of an essential these days, isn't it, getting that money in, and our finances are looking so much better. Yes! Reece Nelson! Nice goal there, he just followed up. I mean, that's where you've got to be. You've got to be instinctive in football. He switched on all the time. Just watch for these little mistakes that they might make. Pabiga there, out to Bayer. Bayer, lovely shot. The keeper kind of fumbles it, and Nelson nips in there. Nice 1-0. Like I say, you know, the Champions League money now is really stabilising our club. We've got about 30 million in the bank, and by this stage of the season, normally without Champions League money, we'd probably be down to about 5 or 6 million. But really stabilising our club, and it's great for the future. I do need to go out and sign Another top class, can we? We certainly can. Reece Nelson is coming for Modric. He scored 2 goals from that inside forward position. Again, it's really working nicely for us that at the moment. Sometimes you make changes. In fact, a lot of the time you make changes and they just don't work. And then now and again you just make a little tweak and it works brilliantly. 2-0. This is going much better than I thought it would do. But again, we are on attacking mode. It's not as high intensity as the gegenpress, but I do have to be aware that players are tiring. Paviga there looks like he's tiring in midfield. Might be worth making a change at half time. So I'm just going to say I'm happy with how things are going. Don't want to make them, get them big-headed or anything. So Paviga is on a yellow as well. So I think we might make a change, and I think we might bring Nauhaus on for Paviga as the box-to-box. Other than that, we don't seem to be doing too badly. Colado's not having the best of games, but then he is coming back off an injury, so may bring Tete on in a bit. And like I said before, he does need to start showing me that he's worth a place in the team, because at the moment, and again, it's the same with buying players in. Sometimes, you buy a player in and he doesn't perform to expectations. Other times, you'll buy a player in and maybe for not a lot of money and he turns into a world beater. It's a funny old game, isn't it, football? And that is very, very undesirable. And that was very poor, that from Dennis Simon, I think. Just have a quick look at that one again. So having running away with this game at 2-1, I think Dennis Simon should have done better with that. He closed the striker down. He should have done much better than that. Okay, I mean, maybe we might need to drop to a positive mentality then. Let's just try and, we shouldn't be seeing the game out at 58 minutes, but we had this in the Champions League game, and Villa got a goal back, but then we went on to score another 2, so maybe we can do it in this game. Maybe I've done the wrong thing by dropping back to positive. Ball out there, tried to find Nets on that left-hand side, but didn't find him. And now Wolfsberg coming forward again. What are they going to do with this? Ball into the box, and the header actually goes way wide. Can we pick that ball up? Bayer does really nice work there. Glock, ball forward. And in fact, a lovely ball forward for Collado. Collado not on great stats at half-time, but has a brilliant shot there. Amazing run, and we do get a corner out of that one. Corner coming in from Collado. This is going to come to the... it's going to the far post. So maybe I've not set my corner... I don't think I have, actually. I need to go back in, set my corner routines up for this new tactic. We're meant to be playing it to the near post. And as you can see there, having not set the corner system up, that's not working. 66 minutes, couple more changes. Don't want to disrupt the team too much. But Tete has come on the right wing, and Nadjar is playing at left wing back. It's not his natural role, but I thought it was Nets on the left wing back. It's not, it's Agu, looking very, very tired. So we do need to keep this defence as fresh as we possibly can. So we're going to go back into the game now, and Nelson with the corner. Again, we don't get ahead on that. Oh, little bit of head tennis going on, and the ball ends up going over the top. I think I'm actually going to switch it back up to attacking, because the attacking system seems to have been working really well for us. But Wolfsberg with a corner, and they do actually... They've done there what we're failing to do. They actually did get ahead on it, but straight over the bar. I'm going to drop them a little bit of encouragement, I think. What's that done? Has that cheered them up at all? No, it's made one or two of them miserable. But it's 2-1 with about 10 minutes to go in the game. Hoofed ball up front. We do win that ball every now. House Glock gives the ball away. Can we pick this ball back up again? Very nearly. It's a lot of scruffy possession losses in midfield there. Shot over the top. And I think we're going to make the final 2 subs. Last two subs then, Fresneda has come on at right wing back and Rodriguez has come on in midfield, and I've changed his instructions a little bit, so he's going to be a little bit more defensive. We just need to try and hold on to this 2-1 now. Can we do this? Can we get these 3 points? And Football Manager is doing its usual, keeping you on the edge of your seat. We have won the ball back there, but then we've given it away, and Wolfsberg waste a great chance there, and we can't be doing this. But we have got the 3 points. I thought we were in danger of throwing that away then. We were giving the ball away. But again, we're a very, very tired team. And I'm not going to say what the assistant manager is saying is a Jekyll and Hyde performance. I don't want to be criticising them. So I'm saying we weren't at our best, but we got the 3 points, and that's all that's important. And not a bad little episode, if I do say so myself. Let's have a look at the league. So yes, we are still top by 4 points. Played 13 games now, 31 points. The last 5 game form indicator here is a little bit worrying. Bayern Munich now have won 4 and lost 1. We've only won 2 and drawn 3. So consistency is still a problem. And I don't know whether, you know, we're still learning this new tactic. I'm not quite sure what it is, but the tiredness in the camp still seems to be a little bit of a problem. But anyway, we have to take the positives, and the positives are 2 wins, 1 in the Champions League, 1 in the Bundesliga, and we are top by 4 points. And I think that is where we're going to wrap the episode up. If you've enjoyed it today, then please give me a like. If you're new around here, you know the score. Please subscribe, spread the word, and all it's left for me to say is, well, thanks for watching, and please tune in again next time to see whether the Gobby Gaffer can carry on this top of the league in the Bundesliga and quite a nice little run in the Champions League. We'll see you very soon.